I've been waiting forever to cook out the other side of this geode with the crossed bridge amethyst plates. I got the acid rocking on it right now. I can't even believe what's about to happen. Look at that. Is that not the prettiest thing you've ever seen in your life? This geode's huge, but unfortunately the opening to the bottom side is only about an inch, so you can't really see in there. It may seem like you can, but I feel like this whole thing is pinched out, so I'm going to attempt the impossible because I just can't live with myself wondering, about the most beautiful habits and color that I've ever seen on the inside of this. So I'd rather destroy this whole thing, crack it wide open, end up with the top plate and the bottom plate, or just a bunch of really incredible pieces than to wonder. So I'm going to attempt to try and fracture it, horizontally right across the back. I'm not sure if it'll happen, but I cracked on it a bunch, and if you look down in there, you can see that it looks like it may have just broken in the right angle, the right way that I was hoping, to uncover as much of the bottom part as I can intact, but it could just fracture in 15 different directions. So if you look in the back there, you can see that I did get it to crack straight across the middle, and then hopefully the top part will come out with those big plates, and the bottom will come out with exactly what I desire. So I'm going to try and peel it here. It's really hard to do it while I'm holding it with one phone or with one hand, but as you can see there, in the back, it looks like it did fracture straight through the middle. Talk about manifesting what you want. Look at that. I cannot believe that that hairline went right where I was hoping. And so I'm going to try and peel this here with a screwdriver, but I have to be careful because as I'm trying to film, I'm already messing this thing up. And so I'm going to set the phone down for a minute, and I'm going to peel this thing in half, and then we'll hopefully end up with all that amazing Fanta colored gorgeousness on the bottom side. If I can even get like a 6x6 inch plate off the back, I'll be ecstatic. Like I said, I don't want this geode if it's pinched out. And as you can see, it worked. And the moment that I cracked this apart, it was one of the happiest moments of my life because this is definitely one of the nicest pieces I've ever collected. You can see some of that top bridged lavender amethyst still on the top there, and some of the remaining pieces are phenomenal. But look at this. I've never seen anything like this. This is one of the nicest pieces I've ever collected in my life. Huge shout out to my man. You know who you is, Crystal Savant. You're a beast. And thank you for finding this area. This thing is absolutely otherworldly, and I will drool over it for the rest of my life. I've cracked open quite a few geodes, but I've just never seen anything like this. And the remaining pieces are just crazy. So I will cook those out. But look at that. Look at that. There's like bursts of these fully DT terminated amethyst crystals on top of the first growth. So that secondary growth is amazing. And there's little bursts of that everywhere. As you can see on some of these top pieces here, I still have to cook out this calcite, but look at these little bursts of amethyst that grew in like a flower formation. And even though the camera doesn't do it justice, they're like full DT, incredible, mature patterns and habits that are just growing all over this top plate. Those bridge discs of amethyst on both sides are insane. Can't wait to get that cleaned up. And these will be some of the most phenomenal pieces as well. But nothing like that bottom piece, which is just unbelievable. So look at all those gems. Going to clean those up. And I'm happy it worked out. I'll end up with about 6 to 7 geodes. And the bottom plate being the number one stunner and something I'll dream about for the rest of my life. So I hope you enjoy. Peace out.